Hey guys, welcome back to the episode of my NCAA series. We take a look at different intros over the last 25 years in NCAA. Today we're taking a look at the Cincinnati Bearcats, which is one of my favorite colleges. Obviously, my favorite college is Notre Dame, but Cincinnati Bearcats, very, very close second, as, of course, I am a Bengals fan, so kind of makes logical sense. With that being said, though, although I think a lot of Bengals fans actually are Ohio State fans, but for me, it's Notre Dame, and then it's going to be Cincinnati. With that being said, Sauce Gardner actually went to this college. So this is a weird college because they have produced like a decent amount of really good players in the NFL, which is weird because you just don't really hear about Cincinnati Bearcats too much, but they are like a sneaky good college. For example, Alec Pierce, wide receiver, starting receiver for the for the Colts. Jason Kelce and Travis Kelce, both of them went to Cincinnati. Both of them also, of course, going to be Hall of Famers. So 2 Hall of Famers right there. One obviously being retired. Trey Tucker, wide receiver for the Raiders, went to Cincinnati. Ivan Pace Jr., starting right outside linebacker. Eric Wilson, starting inside linebacker for the Vikings. So 2 Vikings starting linebackers. Sauce Gardner, Kobe Bryant, free safety for the Seahawks, went to there. Josh Wiley, second string tight end for the Titans. Chris Moore, slot receiver for the Commanders. So yeah, I mean it's a weird college because whenever you hear these guys went to Cincinnati, you're like, wait, what? They did? Yeah, random. But again, like I said, the Bearcats, I don't know. I love everything about the Bearcats. Uniform wise, I give them a 9 out of 10. The black on red. And we're going to see this a little bit later on in the video because the first couple NCAAs don't really do the uniform justice. But the black on white, S+ tier. Stadium-wise, not a bad one. More of an open stadium type of concept here as we are now getting into NCAA 11 here. So shout out to NCAA 11. But stadium-wise, I'd probably give it like a solid 8 out of 10. I think stadium's that crazy, Logo design, I think it's very simple. It's just a C for Cincinnati. And you have the Bearcats. You have the bear claws on the very top. Logo design, I'm going to give it like a 9 out of 10. Again, I'm very biased, okay? Just understand this is going to be a very biased year. Do they have any other Hall of Famers that went there? Okay, it looks like no. I don't know why, but my recent thing with the series has been me trying to find Hall of Famers. Derek Wolfe, old Broncos defensive end / Ravens defensive end, went there. But this has been like my recent thing is I'm trying to find Hall of Famers that go to these colleges. And it doesn't look like, other than Jason Kelce and Travis Kelce, who obviously are going to be Hall of Famers. Current Hall of Famers, though, I don't think there are any who went to Cincinnati. And then this year, hold up. So, did anyone get drafted this year? Nobody got drafted this year from Cincinnati. Dang, man. It's kind of interesting. Thought at least somebody was going to get drafted this year from Cincinnati, but that's not the case. As we are about to get into one of the best NCAA's intros, which are going to be NCAA 12. So let's see what we get here. Hopefully we get something inside the locker room, but I don't think we're going to. I'm not going to lie, though. That red on white end zone, I don't know. Not my favorite when it comes to like color schemes. It's not bad, though. All right, let's see. At least I don't think we're going to get a mascot in any of these because this is not a college that EA Sports is going to go crazy for. Obviously best college. Like, look at those unis. Okay, bro, look at those unis. Tell me that's not a 10 out of 10. You got the red outline with the black and then the white. That is perfection. Compliments to the shift. That is beautiful uniforms. Again, I love Notre Dame. They are my favorite, but these are a close second. Absolutely gorgeous. Like I said, I only like the red and the white on like the end zones, but I love the uniforms. Definitely an absolute 10 out of 10. All right, so we're about to get into NCAA 13, which, if you guys are new, NCAA 13 does start with the players working out for like 20 minutes, and then it gets to the actual stuff. Speaking of that, though, let me see, actually. I want to see the mascot. So, obviously, our mascot for the Bearcats is a bear. Surprisingly enough. But I want to see... Yeah, I don't think he's in any NCAA game, which is so disappointing. Definitely a missed situation here. Could have definitely had him in some of the NCAA games. Although he is kind of fierce looking. I'm not gonna lie. He is very, very fierce looking. All right, let's see. We got the players working out as always. Now, NCAA 13 a lot of times just kind of represents NCAA 12. In all honesty, like, it's not much of a different intro sequence-wise, which sucks. So, hopefully we get something different here, but I'm kind of highly doubting it. I don't know. NCAA 13, it's been taking the L's, man. It's been taking the L's of NCAA 12. All right, let's see. We got inside the little not locker room, but like tunnel area. Players running out. Very much the same thing as NCAA 12. And then we're going to get into NCAA 14, which is a movie reel. A crazy movie reel type concept. So, okay, players running out of tunnel. Nothing too insanely crazy. Very simple. Just put 12S, man. Just stop putting NCAA. I'm going to fix the title. No longer NCAA 13. It's just 12S. They take 12 and they add players working out at the very beginning, and that's the difference. And then 14 just, hey, look, we can make a movie sequence. Concept, thing. Thingy-wingy. I don't know. Feel the Paul. Okay, that's... You could have said claw, not Paul, but you know what? It is what it is. Cincy, let's go, baby. Best chili in the whole country. Skyline or Gold Star, you choose. All right, so now let's get into college football 25. The latest and greatest of all the beauty for necessity of everything. Come on, let me see my Bearcats. Let me see my beautiful Bearcats. Oh, look at that beautiful uniform. Absolutely crisp. 1080p 4K resolution. 120 FPS. Beautiful. No mascot. Guys, tell me down below your thoughts, opinions. I'll see you guys in the next one.